Epic intro.
How you doing tonight?
Doing fantastic. How are you?
Good. Very well. Very good.
Wonderful.
We got a bunch of people that are going to hop on here in a bit and ask you a ton of crazy questions.
I like crazy questions. Keeps it interesting.
Now you're playing November 18th at the Warrior on the River here in Tallahassee, Florida.
Yep.
Show starts at 7.
Show start 8 p.m. is showtime. Start.
8?
Yes. I think
Very
the doors
cool.
open at 7. Yes.
Awesome. And we have tickets to give away. So anybody out there in chat world, enter hashtag Erin Coburn and win you some tickets. We'll be pulling that at the end of this.
Yes. It's going to be fun.
You played the Warrior before.
I have, yes. Once before. And it was one of my favorite shows ever. Hands down.
Awesome.
Yes.
Hell yeah. I know
Yes.
everybody was excited to have you back. I was just up there. We went up there last Saturday.
Was it Saturday? Yeah, it was Saturday.
Yeah, it was Saturday.
Yeah, wow.
It's a cool venue. It's very cool. I signed my like first pair of boobs there. Was at that venue. It was really fun.
Oh yeah, so we got good memories there already.
Yes, and many more to come.
Was it Rob's boobs?
No. No.
Not yet.
Nope.
Not yet.
Wow. Thanks. Thanks, Jeremy.
I'm just saying, buddy. You're welcome. I'll bring a marker. I'll hold them. All right, so we got comments coming in already. Are you sure you're ready for these people, Erin?
I think so.
We have Tammy says, welcome to OTR, Erin.
Hey, thank you, Timmy.
Pat says, Monday Night Live. Hey, y'all. What up, Pat?
Greetings.
Smith says, welcome, Erin. Love your sound, girl.
Yes.
Aw, thank you, Samantha. I love the horse. Oh my gosh, pretty.
She's
Equestrian?
equestrian. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Yes.
Or at least she was at one point. Samantha, am I correct in saying this? You are an Erin, what's the word again?
Equestrian.
An equestrian. Yeah. Samantha, you were an equestrian at one point, right? I think so.
Jade, our co-host, could not make it tonight, but she said, I love her voice so much.
Thank you, Jade.
Yes.
And Tammy says, boobies.
Yep.
Boobies in the chat.
Yep.
And please sign my boobies this Friday. All right.
Deal.
Come on. Oh boy. Here we
I
go.
love how this chat is starting off.
Samantha says, I'll join that line. It's got to be about the boobs, not so much the boobs. All right, ladies in the chat, focus here. Come on.
I know, right?
Guaranteed to be a wild show.
So you're a horse fan.
Yeah.
What other hobbies do you have? I do not much. I had a horse farm for
Ooh.
years. I still do. I just got rid of the horses.
Oh, nice. A little easier to take care of then.
Way back.
Yes.
Those stalls are perpetually clean, with the exception of the buildup of the outside dust and everything.
Dude, I'm telling you, $1,000 a month in shavings, sawdust.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Not cheap.
At one point, we had 23 horses here, I think.
Damn.
Yeah. Full time, 24/7.
Mm-mm.
Like had to take the watch.
Yep.
No.
No, I've worked on farms before myself, and no, thank you.
No, never again. Now I'm looking into getting chickens.
Yes, everyone needs chickens. Everyone needs chickens. And Samantha asked, what besides music can you talk about for hours? Chickens. I was the crazy chicken lady up from like elementary school to like even now, you know? Oh, so yeah, chickens. You should get them. I can tell you a million different breeds too. So if you have a certain temperament you want, I got you.
Really? There
Yes.
are different breeds of chickens?
Oh, there's many different breeds of chickens.
I
You
had
got Cochins, Turkins, what else? Like Buff Orpingtons, Rhode Island Reds.
Probably down.
Mhm.
I feel dumb I really do feel dumb in not knowing this. I worked on a farm for a couple of years, and I guess the breed of chicken was not ever discussed with the uh, the boss man. I guess.
Most people think that like chickens are just like one breed, like the white, like just like the plain white chicken, which is like the I guess like Cornish game hens, which those are used for meat. So those are like the most popular, which people just think of that when they think of chickens, but there's so much
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, I had a few chickens. My German Shepherd and raccoons took care of a lot of them.
Raccoons will definitely do that, yeah, and German shepherds.
Creepy too, man. They chew the head off or something.
They don't
And
eat
they
them.
yeah they stuff the chicken into a hole, rip the guts out, chew the head off, and take the head with them.
Wow.
So I just imagine like this little bonfire out in the woods with all these little chicken heads on stakes. These little spears and shit. I mean, what else would they do with it?
Right.
Make a hat, little chicken hat.
That is super fucking creepy.
Yeah.
It's a wild
I, uh,
image.
I named them all Steve, so I wouldn't forget their names. Every one of the chickens was named Steve. They were
At
all
least they
white.
had a name.
So one thing Samantha said that I'm coming in too hot. I moved the mic away from my mouth. Is that any better,
Which one?
Samantha? Up. Wait, right there. Go down. Right there. Yep. Coming in hot. Always.
There you go.
My loud
I had
ass
the
mouth.
microphone stuff in.
Yep.
All right, should we get to a few of these questions?
Let's do
Besides
it.
the chickens, we can always do chickens.
Yeah, we can always do chicken. That's default.
Apparently.
All right, I gotta find. I should have got a bigger TV. Oh. Samantha says, I was a cult starter. I think that counts as equestrian.
Okay.
Nice.
Sounds just crazy. She's very talented. She is. I guess we got a couple of videos too.
Yes.
Everybody had tonight. Oh, by the way, for all of you in the chat there, hashtag Erin Coburn.
Hashtag Erin Coburn.
To enter to win the tickets. In fact, let me put up the ticker. There we go. Now everybody will remember.
Aw.
Am I eligible?
No.
No. Okay.
Aw.
All right. Here's a good. Yeah. There we go. Which famous?
Hey,
musician
yes.
do you admire?
Let's talk about this.
Okay, I like this question because there's tons of answers to it. Well, I tried to take something from everyone, but Jimi Hendrix is a big one. That's an obvious one. And so when I was younger, my parents always had like DVDs of like musicians like playing on like the TV, and one of those musicians was Joe Satriani. I was literally like, are we allowed to say bad words in this on this?
Yes.
Yeah, oh,
Okay, I was shitting in my
Yes, you are.
diapers watching Joe Satriani play guitar. Like, it was the most like amazing thing I'd ever seen in my whole like 1 year of life, I guess, while I was watching it. But still, it was just crazy because, yeah. Anyway, so he was like, I guess, the whole gateway into like the guitar. And I still watch him. I'm actually going to his masterclass in January. I'm so excited. But I'm super excited for that. Joe Satriani's a big one. Prince is also a big one. They always had Prince on, so I was always watching. Well, the funny thing was, I never used to want to be like a musician or like just an artist. I wanted to be the showgirls, like like the feathers that Prince, like the girls with the feathers and stuff, and like minimal clothes on stage. Like Prince always had like the backup dancers. And like they had like big feather plumes. Well, I was like, Mom, I want to do that, and she's like, No, you don't. So I guess in a way I'm a showgirl now, but Prince was a really big influence. I also like Brockhampton. They're like a rap collective, but I take inspiration from all genres. I Prevail. I like a lot of the new metal stuff. So yeah, there's everyone inspires me.
So speaking of, since we're talking about guitars and stuff, you are a Strandberg. What's the word I'm looking for?
Endorsee?
You're an endorsee. Thank
Yes.
you. You are a
All the E
Strandberg
words.
endorsee.
Yes.
Oh, and by the way, if my notes are correct here, you are also endorsed by Big Cat Amps, DR Strings, uh, West Tone Audio, and Gravity Picks.
Yes, bad cat amps, but yes, yes.
How fucking cool is that?
It's awesome. When I was younger, I got my first endorsement from this brand called Boulder Creek Guitars, and they made ukuleles and acoustic guitars. But the ukes were awesome, and like I think they went out of business sadly because of like the rosewood embargo. But anyway, my mind was blown that a whole company believed in like what I was making and creating and stuff. So the fact that I have companies that I really really believe in and feel like a family to that I'm working with is awesome.
So especially when it comes to the Strandbergs, those are not
yes.
the status quo of guitars. A lot of people in what I would say of your genre of music, pretty much stick to the Strats and the Gibson Les Pauls, and that's about it. How did you come across Strandberg? How did you become an endorsee? What was that like for you?
Yeah, so I went to this thing called NAMM. It's like a giant music convention in Anaheim. Yeah, so I was at NAMM like the year before everything closed down, and it was the one in Anaheim. And I went with Bad Cat as a demonstrator. And
Okay.
so I wasn't endorsed by Strandberg at the time, and I hadn't really heard of them before going there, but I saw their booth, and I was just like, my legs like picked up, and I just like floated to it. My dad was with me too to make sure that I like didn't get into any trouble there. Like, not that I get into trouble, but so he was like, we've been to this booth like 10 times, like. There are a million other booths out there, and I said I just want to stay at this one for like the rest of the weekend. I want to be right here playing these guitars because something about them is just crazy. And when I first picked it up, like I had no idea it was extended range. Like I was just playing it like this feels great. And also the neck is a trapezoid versus like a normal like C shape or like D shape, and it's like playing a couch. It's the coolest thing ever. And so I went home. I flew home to Ohio. And I couldn't stop thinking about it. I'm like, oh my god, I can't get these guitars off my brain. So I drove 3.5 hours to Sweetwater to try out all the Strandbergs they had there, and I bought one. And then I actually got in contact with Strandberg after I bought one and was playing it out, and we, became family after that. And it's been amazing. I have a tattoo of this guitar on my stomach. I'm branded. I love it. I love these guitars so much. I've never felt more understood by like anything. So yeah.
The way that you put it, you've never felt more understood by something. All of us musicians will know exactly what you mean by that. The guitar, or in your case, he's a bass player, or in your case, the bass is so much an extension of yourself.
Yes.
And whenever you have something that you get and it gets you, it's like a fucking marriage.
It is. It truly is. Like this, I take this everywhere too. I'm not even gonna lie. Like people think I'm weird for this, but like I take myself out to dinner sometimes, like on like dinner dates, and just by myself. But I'll bring my guitar and like sit it across from me. I do it a lot. So
now I feel like a bad bass player. I have a Dyna PV4 that it talks for me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That thing, and it just does what it wants to. And I've never taken it to dinner.
Oh, you need to. It's a must. It's appreciation dinner at least.
I have slept with my guitar. Well, not like that.
Leaving it next to it does not.
What I mean by that is I have slept in the same bed next to my guitar, not on purpose, but just fell asleep with it. But I don't think I've ever taken my guitar out to dinner. No.
Yeah. Well, it makes more sense when you have a Strandberg because they're light and like you can take them everywhere and they're small.
That's something else I was curious about. So it's a light. It doesn't look light at all.
It's like 4 pounds. I don't even know. It's extremely light. Like half the weight of a Strat, I think. Like it's super super light.
And not to mention, a lot of the weight that you get from guitars is at the headstock, which I guess makes sense because your guitar does not have a headstock.
No head. No head.
Yep.
Those things are cool. I want to say you're playing one and digging your heavy.
I might be. It depends on what video it is, but I think I am.
It's a live video.
Yes.
Rob, did you want to talk about the Lunchbox guitars? Spider-Man? You know about the Spider-Man guitar? That's the one she was playing in the intro video.
Oh, I
Just making that motherfucker sing.
I have to admit I didn't notice the guitar on that one.
Yeah, just stole the audio. But yeah.
Oh, well,
You gotta go back and watch the
that would be
video.
why.
That video I did not upload. I should have uploaded that one. Did I? No, I don't think I did.
That was the submission to the cigar box like competition that I got second place in. It's awesome. It's really fun.
I didn't get that one. It's all right, Rob. We can watch it later.
Yeah.
We got a ton of chats coming in, just flying, and still no. I guess you guys, they don't want free tickets. They want to pay for it.
We're fine with that.
Hashtag Erin Coburn.
Yeah,
Hashtag Erin Coburn. So this is about the fourth time.
Erin Coburn live.
That's fifth time.
On the river, Friday, November 8th. I just read the literal ticker in case they can't. Just in case. Jade asks, how old were you when you started playing guitar? And I think I know this one.
Mm-hmm.
5.
I was 7, technically.
Oh.
But I was 2 when I was introduced to an acoustic guitar. But 7 with lessons.
I wish, with all my wishes, that I would have been introduced to guitar at that age. I don't know if I would have picked it up the way that I did whenever I was 14 or whatever. But I just wish so deeply that it would have been introduced to me at a much earlier age.
I feel like a lot of like musicians, like that's like one of their biggest wishes is to like just have an instrument in their hand if they didn't already, like at like a super early time.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
you one of the things that I really really connected with, you posted on TikTok a video. I'm going to bed early, and then me, just 20 more guitar solos.
Yes. Literally every night. That's how it goes. Because like you find one, you're like, oh, I like that one, but let me just do one more because I think I want to try something else.
I'm not in any bands anymore. That life is over with for me, but I still play for myself.
Yes.
Not every day, but almost every day. And I really connect with that, going to bed. Playing guitar is so therapeutic, and it gets out all the worries and the shit that you dealt with that day. And I cannot tell you how many times I've gone to bed, or winding down, getting ready to go to bed, and pick up my guitar, and oops, it's a fucking hour later.
Yes. Yes, it's so easy to lose track of time with the guitar. Absolutely.
We got Buck Lemons in the chat from Charles.
Oh, we got Buck? Yeah.
He said, much love, fam. Off the record.
And not the fuck with.
Shout out Buck Lemons.
I love the sound effect too. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's him and I are Star Wars nerds, so I got a laser on my soundboard.
That's epic. I have a Star Wars lunchbox guitar that I have not debuted yet, but I will be soon. It's pretty epic.
Oh, you gotta bring it.
I will. Star Wars rocks.
Samantha asks, what's the worst text conversation you've ever had which isn't about someone sending or asking you unwanted news?
That's a hard one. What's the worst text conversation I've had? I feel like I don't have very many bad ones. I'm really bad at answering texts sometimes because I'm probably off recording guitar solos. So I don't know. I think my texts are like usually pretty good. Yeah, I don't have any. I don't think I have any like none that come to mind. Like none that like jump right up to my head. So I don't know. That's a good question. I'll think on it.
My talking about autocorrect, my dad sent me a text a while back. He said, yeah, I went to the store and picked up a few things, picked up some aluminum foil, some drinks, some porn, and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, you went to the store to get some porn. I was like, oh, no, I meant corn. I meant corn.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Little Freudian slip. Samantha also asks, Also, kick it. Who are you? LOL. Get used to it. Get bigger.
Who are you?
Thank you.
Oh,
I
are
think
you the designer?
Yeah.
this
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah, I think this is Azalea Wang. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but I don't be fooled. I'm wearing like sweatpants and the extra large T-shirt, like a Venom T-shirt underneath of this from Spider-Man.
Yep.
So the jacket is just a cover up, so it looks like I am ready to rock.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm wearing boxers right now myself.
Daily work clothes.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. SpongeBob is awesome.
So Jade is in the chat asking, was there ever a time where you were struggling to break through or to get to the point that you are now? What did you do to overcome the struggle? What motivated you?
Yeah, there's all I think all musicians go through this, but there's always times where like we're going through like mental blocks. I feel like, you know, like where you need to actually go out and experience things in the world and have experiences and talk to people and, you know, be stood up or whatever to push through and like really want to grab your instrument and make something like I always practice. I always set a time to practice each day and all of that. But as far as like writing songs and breaking through like that, if I feel like I'm in a rut, then I will put my guitar down and I'll go try to have some kind of experience, like whether it's getting out of my comfort zone and going to talk to, you know, people at the grocery store or whatever. Like just, you know, doing things that make me uncomfortable helps a lot, breaking out of things. So yeah. And also watching musician like documentaries. I have like 4 or 5 like go-to documentaries on YouTube that I watch that make me want to just, you know, keep going.
Have you seen the Weird Al show yet?
I haven't. No. What's it on?
Netflix.
Oh.
Might be wrong.
I think you are wrong.
Yeah.
It's on the Roku channel actually.
Is it?
Oh.
Yeah, so it's not even on like Netflix or Hulu. It's on the Roku
Oh,
channel.
no shit.
Yeah. I
Love Weird Al.
consistently have heard raving reviews about that damn movie, and I have not had 2 hours to spend.
I don't.
All right, I'm adding it to my list. My brother loves Weird Al, so I'm gonna maybe I'll watch it with him.
That dude is a weird dude. Is Spider-Man on the wall? Skip something here. There we go. I knew it. I guessed that tattoo the other night, talking about the tattoo.
Yes. Yes.
Gee. So she's my kind
I get that.
of but lost me at no head.
I was not going to.
There we
I
go.
was not going to coach. I heard you say that. Hey, we got somebody.
Woo! Yeah, I get that no head joke all the time when I post like about my guitar on TikTok. People are like, "So no head?" I'm like, I've heard that like 10,000 times, man.
Yeah.
Like you gotta come up with something new.
All right, so we got finally a submission.
Woohoo!
There we go.
Dad.
Another question. What's something you've done that was extremely embarrassing at the time but turned out incredibly helpful to your music career?
Hey, damn.
I know just the thing.
Ooh.
Okay, so when I was younger and I was playing shows, I wore dresses and heels all the time on stage, and that was just like what I wore. And because I thought I had to be like super fancy to be on a stage and, you know, wear like high heels that were like super tall. And so I was opening for Marcus King in Michigan, and I was wearing my dress and heels, and I was ripping a guitar solo, and my heel got caught on the back of my dress, and I went boom down onto the stage, like in the middle of the guitar solo, and you hear the audience go, and like my band kept going because I'm like good, and I fell on the beat, so it could have been worse, but ever since like that fall, I stopped wearing dresses and heels on stage, and but the thing is, like those heels and that dress, I was always worried about like having wardrobe malfunctions or falling after that. and I couldn't move around a lot. And after I stopped wearing that, and I was wearing like, you know, like my leather boots and, you know, leather pants and like whatever I want to wear now that's not dresses and heels, like I can run around, and it's unlocked like a whole new energy level. So like
Absolutely.
now when I have shows, like it took my energy level from here to like boom, and I can do whatever I want versus being held back. So that was one of the embarrassing things, but it was absolutely beautiful after it was over.
And I'm assuming you're using a radio pack instead of being plugged into the amp, right?
No, I prefer to be plugged in. I don't use wireless packs only because I've had lots of issues with my wireless packs before, even different brands and stuff where it cuts out.
Yeah.
And I'm the only guitar player because it's like just guitar, bass, and drums. So I want to minimize things cutting out. But I have a long cable so I can move around, and I still run out into the audience and stuff. So yeah.
All right. Yeah, I really did a lot of reading.
I'm on
Yeah.
it.
So again, comparison of our notes here.
Mine says watch head levels.
Watch head levels.
Watch head levels.
Well, there's no head on the side, so you don't have to worry about that. Sorry, I had to.
Erin, you have performed. I'm reading directly from a website. Forgive me, I can't remember where. This may actually be from the Strandberg website. You have performed and written with Grammy Award-winning artists in Nashville. You have opened for notable acts such as Marcus King Band, Blackberry Smoke, and Larry McCray. You have played at festivals such as Bliss Fest, Summerfest, and the King Biscuit Blues Festival. Mm-hmm. Damn.
Yeah. Thank you. All good memories.
Any notable shows? Any notable memories from any of those events?
Yeah, I mean, all of them were just insane. Another one that's not included on there is I opened for David Victor from the band Boston.
Okay.
And that was actually the first arena I've ever played. And that was really cool. That was I remember like probably about 6 hours before the show, I was just running around like the arena and like taking videos and TikToks and like just exploring all the bathrooms and everything that I didn't know about. It was so cool. So, but no, I mean all of those shows were incredible. And I remember like standing in front of Blackberry Smoke's tour bus, and I've met Warren Haynes before in my hometown, which was really cool. So I'm really thankful for the people that I've met in the industry.
Are you from Cincinnati?
Yeah, I was born in Cincinnati, raised mainly in northern Kentucky, which is like essentially Cincinnati, and now I live like near Dayton, Ohio. Okay.
Are there any venues, any specific venues, in your hometown that you enjoy playing at? Anybody you want to shout out there?
Yeah, I want to shout out the Southgate House Revival. They're like, it's this old church that was converted into this music venue, and they have 3 rooms. One with like an enormous stage, one that's upstairs with like a little bit smaller stage, and then one that's in like a bar that's like a little bit like smaller than the upstairs one. But it is the coolest venue, and like my favorite is of course like the big stage, but like there's just like all this beautiful stained glass and like, but this whole giant bar where like the church stuff used to be, like tons of alcohol, but it's awesome. Like this, it's the coolest venue. I've done a lot of benefits there recently for like women's shelters and things like that. So I've been trying to help out the community.
Respect.
Yeah, it's awesome. It is the coolest venue, and one of my favorite bands played there. Have you heard of Polyphia?
They are a somewhat newer, genty jazz fusion band, right? They're
like prog rock, but like,
yeah.
They recently had a single out with Steve Vai, but I've been following them for a long time, and they played Southgate House, and it was so funny because I was actually like right up front, like it was just a general admission standing room. I was right up front, and I was watching Scotty LePage, just one of the guitar players. I was looking at his pedal board, and I'm just taking note, and I'm watching his fingers, and I'm just being like a nerd. And some man like comes crowd surfing over top of me, and then sits on my head like full plumber's crack, like there was a butt crack on my forehead, and ruined the whole moment. But it was cool up till then.
Have you seen this band that she talked about, Polyphia?
No,
bro. this is a band that will make you question your fucking existence.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
They are their talent is
Oh, I
it,
can
it's like it's on the level of Michelangelo Patillo.
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't know.
they're insane.
Yeah. The
And Prince.
imprints, yeah.
Prince is an influence,
Yeah.
and you can actually. So, should we play a video? And then get
Yeah,
back
let's do that. Yes.
You can actually. So I'm thinking about playing this one from Digging You Heavy. I think I'm going to play that one first. We're going to save Sleeve for a little bit later, but you can definitely see this Prince swagger when you guys watch this. You ready for this, Aaron?
I'm ready.
All right, let's hit it.
Thinking you heavy, boy. You know it's true. I can't take my mind or my hands off of you. You opened up my love, and now I can't put it back. If I see my cards right, will I have you in my sack? Ooh, I can't take my mind off of you. Thinking you heavy, it's true. Boy, I'm taking 'cause of you. It's true. You've taken my hands and tied my tongue. Got me in your game, no rules, only love. Strung out on the table, look around in my chair. The cards you've been playing are anything but fair. Oh no, ooh, I can't take my mind off of you. Thinking you heavy, it's true. But boy, I think 'cause of you. Thinking you heavy, it's true. Yeah, it's true. Selflessly, the love for me. The thought of you has replaced the heart. You selflessly, the love for me. The thought of you has replaced the heart in me. You selflessly, the love for me. The thought of you has replaced the heart in me. You selflessly, the love for me. The thought of you has replaced the love for me. I can't take my mind off of you. Thinking you heavy, it's true. Boy, I'm playing 'cause of you. Thinking you heavy, it's true. I can't take my mind off of you. Thinking you heavy, it's true. Boy, I'm playing 'cause of you. Thinking you heavy, it's thinking you heavy, it's thinking you heavy, it's true.
Oh. Oh.
telling you, dude.
So
I'm telling you.
Aaron, one of the things that I really enjoy about your music is there are so many elements to your music. I can definitely hear the blues influences in there. Like a lot of the licks that you're playing are basically blues licks.
Yes.
There's some soul in there. There's a little bit of burn, like especially on your most recent
Sleeve.
sleeves. Thank you. Shit, I was looking for that. There's definitely some rock burn in some of it. Again, there's just so many elements and layers to it. It's really really good stuff.
Thank you.
I'm blown away by your music, truly.
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
How old were you when you played your first live show?
I was I think 11 because I when I was 12 is when I got my first paid gig. So I think like 10 or 11 I was going to like open jam sessions and open mics, but 12 is when I got my first paid gig.
I was playing Mario Brothers whenever I was 12.
I was learning how to play bass so I could get chicks.
That's awesome.
Samantha asks, what are top 3 top songs are included in the soundtrack to your
The
life?
soundtrack to your life.
Oh. That is really difficult. Let me think about that.
So
Oh my
not necessarily
goodness.
top 3 favorite songs,
Yes.
but the soundtrack to your life.
I
That's
know.
one of
That's
It's a tough one.
That's one of the hardest questions
I
we've
should've-
had so far.
Yeah, I should have known that question was coming and then like sent it to you so you had time to think about it.
yeah, like I can pull up like my Spotify playlist and like maybe see like maybe I think maybe 40 Ounces by Polyphia is one of them. That's
Okay.
a given.
Bro, you gotta check out Bolivia.
It's so good. They're fantastic. There's just too many. I have like a new favorite song every like 5 minutes that I just absolutely play the crap out of. I don't know. Oh, okay. This one's weird, and it blew up on TikTok, but I liked it like way before it blew up on TikTok. And it's not a rock song. It's not like jazz. It's hip hop, but it's made by this producer named Monty Booker, who's I think super creative with everything that he does. It's called Colors, like with a K, and it's featuring Smino. But that's one of my favorite songs that I think I like to put on to just kind of like bop around to throughout my life. I've been listening to that for a long time. Like every week I put it on. So
Motivational kick.
yes, one of them, yes, for sure. Oh, and any Corn. I like listening to Corn too. Twist.
You know, I was oh, I love
Yes.
yeah. I was super curious because you did mention new metal earlier, and I was curious, who are your favorite new metal artists? So Korn, of course, being one of them. I'm assuming.
There's too many, but Corn is like number one. Yeah.
Is
Awesome.
Korn new metal?
Yeah.
There's some real boxes
Yeah,
everybody's
no,
stuck in.
they're like the fucking founders of new metal.
Are they?
Yeah, I mean you can't talk about new metal without talking about Kiss or shit. Almost said Kiss. Korn.
Not exactly. Yeah, I've been listening to. I've been there's a video of Korn playing Woodstock '99 that it's 9 minutes and like 38 seconds on YouTube, and I have like every day. I know someone asked if I have a ritual before like I play shows. That watching that video before I play a show like puts me on the moon. Oh, and also drinking like having a shot of coffee. I don't drink alcohol, but I drink like tea and I have like caffeine sensitivity, so like even the smallest bit of like coffee puts me over the edge. So I do like a shot of coffee before I do shows, and yeah, that's a ritual. That's part of it.
There you go. You just answered Samantha's question.
Yes.
Do you have any rituals before your shows?
Yes.
that Korn performance during Woodstock '99, especially their performance of Freak on a Leash. Whenever that breakdown kicks in, that go, that part,
Yes.
Jesus Christ,
The sea
that
of people.
crowd just went crazy.
Does everybody
Yeah,
jump up and get down?
they go everywhere.
Cody asked, what is your TikTok?
My TikTok is the same thing as all my other social media, which is Erin Coburn Official.
Erin Coburn Official. And Her Facebook and website are linked in the description. If you guys need to get on there, like, share, subscribe, everything, all the time, all that stuff.
Whoop, whoop.
And by the way, we are giving away some tickets.
Yes, we are. So far, I think we have one entry, maybe.
Yeah, I think we have one.
Pretty sure he's gonna win.
Yep. So
Yeah, if he's the only one playing, he's the only one winning.
hashtag Erin Coburn.
Yeah, it's literally scrolling across the bottom of the screen. You don't know how else to help them other than logging on for them and doing
It is literally
So,
going across the screen right now.
Yes,
Hashtag Erin Coburn.
that's right. Tammy asked, if sleep wasn't necessary, what would you do with all the extra time?
Studio.
I'm sorry to say what?
I'd be in the studio. I'd be recording.
In the studio?
Yes. Yes. That would be awesome to be able to not have to worry about sleeping.
Everybody's just saying awesome, great voice.
Yes.
Thank you for the kind words.
Everybody's in love.
Aw.
Voice. Awesome. Hope I win those tickets. Great job, Erin. Yes. So far, it looks like you're going to win those tickets, buddy. No worries. And honestly, if you showed up, I'd probably just get them anyways. Who are we kidding? Who are we kidding?
So one of the questions that asked, was that your song? Yes, Dad, that was her song. I'm assuming you wrote that song.
Yes. All 3 albums and singles. Yes.
Yep.
Killer. So I keep going back to the one that I used for the intro. You wrote that like just before you recorded it.
Yes. Yeah. It was like right before I recorded it. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, man, I should have uploaded that one. Damn it.
That one was fun. That was fun to make. The writing on the lunchbox is like a cool experience because it's in a different tuning. It's like open tunings and I can use things like slide and stuff on it. So
it's only
it's
4
cool.
strings, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, when you mention open tunings, that's right. We're reminded if you're playing open tunings, you gotta play slide. You have to.
Yes.
Yeah, and she nails it.
Thank you.
On that note, what kind of slide do you prefer? Do you prefer copper, glass? What's your go-to?
I like glass, but I tend to break them. So
Yep.
I wish I didn't.
Samantha says that song has been my crush song since I heard it. Talking about the
Digging it heavy.
did we do? I know I put it up there. Erin, what is your song? What's your favorite song that you've written so far?
My favorite song that I've written it's one that's not released yet.
Nice. Can't talk about that.
I can't talk about it yet, but it will be out. It'll be out pretty soon. So yeah. Although Sleeve is my second favorite to the one that is like not released, but Sleeve is yeah, that was my favorite.
So one of my favorite questions that I like to ask people, you've been doing your thing for a long damn time, and you've done your homework and you've paid your dues at this point. Is there a song that you wrote earlier in your career that you just ready for or quite completed, and then at some point picked it back up and gave it a brand new breath of life, and maybe it changed for better or for worse? Has that ever happened, and can you speak to any time that it's happened?
Many times, actually. I wrote my first album when I was much younger, like 13, I think, 13 or 14, but back in the day. And I had a vision at the moment, and then as I got older, I still wanted to play those songs, but like I wanted to relate to them more, in like every age that I, kept progressing and stuff, because I kept learning new things on guitar and like with vocals, and I was feeling a lot more emotions and stuff, and I wanted to apply those to the songs that I'd already written. So a lot of the first album stuff and second album stuff has like changed drastically, like from the album. Like I had, I've had bass players come in and, like new bass players come in and try out for the band and everything, and they were like, yeah, but the album version was like this. I said, no, don't watch the album version. I sent you a video version for a reason, because it's nothing like the album. So yeah, lots of songs have changed. One of them is called Masks On. I wrote that a long, long time ago, and it's way heavier than the recording. So, yeah.
Damn it! I had a question and lost it. Damn! I hope I remember what it was. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh God, I hate when that happens.
Wah, wah.
Oh, I got that one.
Ah!
Tammy asks, if you could discover one thing about your future, what would you want to know?
I think I would want to know if the songs that I release in the future reached the audience they were meant for, and like connected with the people that I guess I wanted to connect with. So yeah, I guess I feel like with a lot of artists and songwriters, like they're always wondering in the future, like, do other people feel this way? Like they're not like writing it for those people, but they're writing it for themselves, and they're asking the question, are other people going to relate to this? So yeah, I guess I'd want to know that.
Good answer. Music through and through.
Yeah.
All right, so we got horses, chickens, music.
I got it. I remembered what my question was.
All right, go.
Can
Go for it.
I ask a question?
Go for it. Please do.
Because you mentioned your band. Can you tell us about your band, please?
Yes. So I have my best friend is my drummer. His name is Brandon Pettiford, and he is like the best drummer in the whole wide world. I met him a long time ago. I think we were both in like middle school, and he lives in Columbus, Ohio. And like I said, I at the time when I met him, I lived in northern Kentucky, so we were about 2.5 hours away. And I met him, I think, through like a mutual friend online. And so I knew that he was like a fantastic drummer, and I was like, oh well, he can't play with me because he lives so far away. Well, as we got older, 2.5 hours seemed like 2.5 minutes, because we actually did get the jam together, and we ran into each other like down at the International Blues Challenge in Memphis several times. And I just like, when you watch Brandon play, like he's back there on the drums, he has the biggest smile in the world, like the whole time. Like everyone that comes up to me goes, your drummer blows me away with how happy he is. I'm like, that was my first, interaction with him. So he's so great. But yeah, so we now, commute about maybe like an hour and a half now, but we commute to jam and stuff, and we practically live at each other's houses. So we studied together too, and in Cleveland, when the pandemic hit, we went and got our certifications in audio engineering. So I run my own recording studio when I'm not on the road, and he does live sound when he's not on the road. So we team up a lot, and we make a good team. So he's amazing. And then I have 2 bass players that will take different shows. So I have Jeremy Nichols, who is just crazy. He blows me away. Like, he's one of the best bass players. And then we have our friend Tim. Tim is crazy too. Tim's like got a lot of energy, and he's awesome. He'll actually be at the Florida shows too. So
Nice.
yeah, that's the band. That's the band.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really cool that you have such a, damn, I don't want to use the word intimate. That's not quite not quite what I mean, but close. Thank you. That's better. that's a better adjective. Thank you. It's cool that you have such a close relationship with your band.
Yeah.
There are just so many times where bands get together, and yeah, they're a band, but it's like, well, I don't really want to have. I don't want to fucking have dinner with them.
Yeah. Yeah. It's important to have like a good relationship, like with the people that you like live in the van with. We're in the van for 15 hours at a time sometimes, so it's it's good to have those friendships.
Definitely.
Yes.
Pat asks, what brings you to Florida other than the Warriors? She has a whole tour happening.
Yes. So maybe now is a good time because Aaron, I told you I did not make
I got
note
it.
of your schedule.
Yes, I have my calendar.
Let's hear your tour dates.
Okay, so right, so on Wednesday we are playing Fredsters, and I don't actually have the city on the calendar for that day, but all these shows are on my Facebook page, so if you follow the link in the description, all of the details are in there. I think that maybe it's Maitland, Florida. I want to say Maitland. That sounds right. And then Thursday we're playing in Mount Dora, Florida. And then Friday is the Warrior, and then Saturday we actually have a day off because we're going back to Nashville. So we have a show in Nashville on Sunday, and then Thanksgiving weekend, and then after that we're in Indiana, we're in Wisconsin, all kinds of places, more Michigan I think, and yeah, so in Knoxville. So there's a ton of dates. I try to keep it straight. My mom is the one. So my mom actually, we co-manage this whole situation together. It's awesome. I love my mom. And she is the most organized person in the universe. And I am so thankful for that. So she's like the calendar guru. And I schedule the rehearsals and everything, and the set list, get all those done, and social media. And then I also just float to the van and then show up and then play. So she knows everything by heart as far as times and dates go. But those are the upcoming dates, and there's plenty more for 2023.
Outstanding. It's so cool to see an artist doing your thing and following your dreams and touring. I didn't get a chance to do that myself, unfortunately.
And have family support.
It means a lot. Yeah.
Yes.
I can't imagine how many great musicians out there have just been their dad talked them into going to college to become a fucking accountant.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. It whether it's family or friends, it's so important to have that support system for sure.
Speaking of family, I got a question from Robert. He says, Erin, it looks like you've come prepared. Let's see you play that guitar you were holding. Unfortunately, she had a couple of technical difficulties, so it wasn't.
Yes. I have it. I have it plugged in, and I was ready to go, but I'm having some issues with my board and everything at the moment, so.
I just imagine
if you want to hear it, come to the show.
That's right. And for the tickets you're going to win, Robert, don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting in anyways, buddy. I just imagine pumping gas and you got that thing strapped up and you walk in to buy a water or something and you got that thing just slung over your shoulder.
Yes, it goes everywhere. I will not leave it in the car. It was always on my back.
We have a if and or question. Would you rather, Samantha asked, would you rather always be naked in public or have people read your mind for the rest of your life?
Wow.
I think I'd always rather be naked in public because I think the human body is beautiful, but we just make it seem like it's this terrifying thing.
Yeah, I have to go that would not want. It's not that I'm an honest person, but there's just some shit out there that's mine.
Yeah, exactly.
I got some fucking. Oh man, I got jokes. All right, so Jade saying, "I'll give you some contact information for North Carolina."
Thank you. That is very much appreciated. Very much appreciated.
Tammy says Friday night. Yes, Warrior on the River, Friday, November 18th. Enter hashtag. Oh, Pat says, "Can I bring a video camera to your
I
show?"
don't see why not. I think you could. It depends on their policy, but I'm cool with it.
Yeah, he
makes some killer videos for bands around here.
Oh,
K-videos.
sick.
Yeah, he does some awesome stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's one of our community music community videographers. I
Oh,
suppose is the term.
videographer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
epic. Heck yeah. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and Pat says to the show, Pat, we're gonna say yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's recorded stuff at the word before. I'm sure
Oh yeah, quite a few of them.
Chris and Alicia won't mind. Hey, by the way, guys, we're giving away some tickets.
Yeah.
Erin Coburn, hashtag Erin Coburn,
That's right.
in the chat.
So far, we have one guy winning.
We have one guy. Yeah, that's my dad, by the way.
Hi, Dad.
Hashtag Erin Coburn in the chat.
I'm in trouble. Jeremy, my best question. All right, I'm gonna have to roll back.
Ooh, best question.
Yeah, rewrite it if you could, Samantha, because chats are just flying in. Pat says, if you make it, I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Awesome.
And Tammy says, totally crushing.
Aw.
And Samantha says, I think I have a crush on her and her answers.
I'm blushing.
Yeah, Samantha, I'm not. Unless that was it. Unless that's the one that she's referring to. I don't.
Oh, I bet it's this one.
Oh, the Donald Duck?
Yeah. We'll ask it.
Oh.
We'll ask it. And if it's not this one, then we'll ask it as something else. When Donald Duck gets out of the shower, why does he put on a towel when he normally doesn't wear any pants?
I have no idea. I'm thinking.
No, I get it. I just don't.
Oh.
I get it. You know, his lower extremities.
Yeah, I would say Western civilization has declared nudity bad. So he has to put on a towel when he comes out of the shower, but he's wearing a shirt when he's wearing clothing. So he's all right.
Yeah.
No? Nothing? All right.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, and that was it. Yep, she reposted it. There you go. There's the tops. Here we go. What is the most badass quote from a real person you know of?
My mom. She always. What did she say? Oh, plow through that shit.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I even made her a shirt for Christmas one year with the plow through that shit like quote on the back of it, and she wears it sometimes to shows. But it has our little van on it too.
I do have another question myself. Going through your albums and your singles, real quick, if I may. So your first album was Chaos Before Conformity. You were 14 to the Queen of Nothing. 2019. Your singles, The Misfit, which was released in July 2020, Flip, May 2021, and Sleeve, of course, in June 2022. So my question is relating to the single, The Misfit, the way that is capital M, lowercase I, capital SFIT. What's the story there?
With the capitalizations.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the little I is alone. So that's it.
Oh.
Yeah, and so one of my favorite like groups, Brockhampton, does this thing where they like capitalize a bunch of their stuff too. And
Right.
so I kind of like, I loved the idea of being able to play around with lettering for a title. So that's kind of where it came from.
That's awesome. That I was going through the list and I saw that and I was like, there's got to be something behind.
Yeah.
It's too intentional for it to not have something behind it. That's really cool.
Thank you.
What is up? Shannon. Here we go. Shannon Parker asked, why is the duck worried about being wet?
It's a good point to the joke.
It's a cartoon, everybody. And Tammy says, because Curious George doesn't have a tail. That's right. The Mandela effect, right there.
Wait, Curious George doesn't have a tail?
Curious George tail.
Oh damn!
You probably remember him hanging off the ladder by his tail, right?
No,
That's how
no.
most people remember him. Yeah, he never had a tail.
Um.
And in fact, we had a meeting the other day, and I was going to mention that
Okay.
because you said, hello, Clarice.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, he never said that. That was never said in that movie.
Wait, Hello Clarice was never said in Silence of the Lambs.
Nope. He says, good evening, Clarice.
He does say good evening,
But
not hello.
everybody
It
remembers
says
it.
hello.
Everybody remembers it as hello.
Are you familiar with the Mandela effect, Aaron?
No.
This is so fucking not related to anything at all.
I'm willing to learn.
The Mandela effect is basically a common theory or common notion that everybody believes that actually did not happen at all.
Yeah, a lot of people remember something that never actually happened.
It's called the Mandela effect because apparently there is this weird theory that Nelson Mandela died in prison and he did not. But apparently it's a common.
A lot of people remember.
Yeah, a lot of people think that he did die in prison. So the point that we're getting at is apparently Curious George did not have a tail. I remember who Curious George is, but I was super young.
He's a chimp. Chimps don't have tails.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was past my time.
Sometimes we do that.
Interesting. I've learned something
No,
new.
Oh, there's a good question. Samantha coming in with the big hitters. She says, will you marry a broke man for love or an emotionally unavailable man for money?
I think that's an easy one because, again, money's not really going to make you happy. So I would say I'd probably marry a broke person. Yeah.
Now, with that, though, money will put you on tour. So,
True, but we have TikTok now, so TikTok can, like Sleeve, for example, just hit over
Right.
200,000 streams. I did
Yep.
not put a single dollar or cent behind that song, and it blew up. There are people now, like I have friends that have released songs on TikTok and went from being in their basement to now on like national tours, and they are not signed. So, yeah, I don't need the money.
And
It's a good tool.
that was something else that's kind of in my mind. I didn't see that you're signed to a record label or any. I mean, yeah, you got some endorsements, but that kind of pays for your gear. That doesn't put gas in the van.
Yeah, well, the shows, we get paid for our shows, so I try to make sure that we can budget things like gas into, the shows and the tours and everything. So
Again, it is just so cool, especially considering that you're not signed. You don't have a record label, backing you or pumping out your music. You're doing this pretty much by yourself. I mean,
Yes.
I'm sure you have a group of people around you, but otherwise it's you. It's all you.
Yeah,
That is really cool.
thank you.
It's especially cool because you call the shots.
Yeah.
You don't have some guy saying, all right, well, I think you need to not do this, or I think you should be doing this. You don't have somebody telling
we
you.
we don't like your drummer. We're gonna replace him with somebody.
Right.
I would be no. If someone told me that, I'd kick them out.
Yep. Or we get
Yeah.
80% of everything. You can have 5% of your merch, and that's what you get to travel on.
I'm reminded of Papa Roach. If I'm not misunderstanding the story, before Papa Roach got signed, the record label told them that they need to get rid of their bass player because he was too fat.
That's fucked up.
Yep.
It's super fucked up.
That's a dick move.
And that's
Yeah.
kind of my point. You don't have anybody telling you what you should and shouldn't do, and it's just really cool. I mean, you've really put in you've done your homework and you paid your dues at this point, and it's cool to see that you're doing your thing and you're doing what you want to do on your own terms.
Yes. Well, the thing, like, I'm trying to always learn too, because like in this industry, like, there's always something new to learn. I feel like when you stop trying to learn things is when like you decline being
Right.
an artist and a musician. And like going like during the pandemic, like going to this like the school to study and learn how to record myself was the best thing ever, because now it's like I've gotten jobs mixing for other people and I do that on the side sometimes, but like like the beautiful thing is I can write a song and then sit right here. Like, you can't see it, but my console is right here. I have a big console. I can literally write a song, come here, record it straight from my heart and brain to the computer, and then release it. It doesn't go through 10 other engineers. It doesn't go through mixing and mastering engineers. It doesn't go through all that. It goes, like, I do all the mixing, I do all the mastering, all the production, I do the drums, I program the drums, I do record the bass, the guitar. So it's all, like, coming from here to there, and there's no like in between, which I'm not knocking. Like, sometimes it's awesome to have like those in between because they add really cool ideas and things, but it's been really awesome being able to do that and just like sit down. It's like a therapy session, like sit down and connect with myself for a little bit and actually think about, like, is this what I want, is this what I'm trying to get out, and things like that. So it's nice having those tools and knowing how to do that.
Whenever you're recording your albums, I'm assuming you have a producer though, right?
My second and I think my second and third album I did, but my fourth album I'm doing all the production on.
Nice.
Now, how about Sleeve? Because that sounds pretty
Produced.
Yeah.
Yes,
That
it does.
was all me. I produced the whole thing. I recorded the whole thing. I engineered, mixed the whole
One of
thing.
one of the things I picked up on Sleeve was the how do I say this? Like the artificial hi hat that you hear in hip hop music, that that thing. I picked that up very faintly in the mix
Yes.
of the song, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. It sounds professionally produced.
yeah.
Thank you. That means a lot. I'm still learning, but thank you.
That is really, really good. And one thing I noticed, that do you think that that's a direction that you're going to head, making more music that direction, a little less bluesy, more rock?
Yeah.
Because started out in some pretty strong blues.
Yeah,
roots.
I will always respect and honor the blues because that taught me more things than I can imagine. And it's, like I always say, like in every interview, like I'm always like, like I think the blues is a feeling. It's not a chord progression. It's not like 12 bars of, it's a feeling. And I think, that's why I gave birth to so many different genres, because like that feeling is, the blues is in rock, it's in country, it's in everything,
Absolutely.
that we play. So, and that's like the guitar solos are like a direct, like that is the feeling right there. But I love rock and roll. I love the energy of it. I love how broad it is and being able to go from like a small like ballad with different chords to like something giant and weird and odd time signatures, or like just all like it's all over the place. And that's the beauty of rock. So I definitely am going more of the rock route, because a lot of the traditional like blues like clubs and venues and festivals, I feel like I'm not fitting in as much, because like they want me to not like dress as crazy and like flip around and play just traditional 12 bar shuffles and stuff. But,
It's a show though. You're going to put on a show.
yeah. So, but yeah, I love rock, and I will always honor and continue playing the feeling of blues.
And I really feel like, I was talking about the depths and the layers to your music. I really feel like your music has a little something for everybody. We're sitting at this table. We're both metalheads, right? We love metal. Although we're not so fucking closed-minded to where we only listen to metal. But the point that I'm getting at is, I feel like even for people like us that do listen to a lot of metal, there's still elements in your music that would appeal to guys like us.
Yeah. I just learned, do you know who Melissa Cross is?
Melissa Cross, I do not think so. No. Mm-mm.
She's big in the metal community as far as like screaming goes. She taught Corey Taylor how to scream and not like ruin like his voice, and like a lot of the big names And so I actually did a Zoom class with her on how to like scream properly and
Yep.
do like those like fry screens and things like that. So like I'm not a metal artist and like I don't do like gent and stuff, but I love like learning everything from different genres and taking from that. So there's actually some songs that will be released that have like not like all screaming, but like a couple moments where it's like those little Prince screams or like it's
Right.
yeah, it's bold. But yeah, that's awesome. Metal's awesome.
What's that?
This is a big one, and I kind of knew this one was coming. I got a text earlier about this, so I actually downloaded the TikTok video
Oh gosh.
she's talking about here. But it says Samantha asks Erin, "You have a particular TikTok video, After Party Keeps, in which you have a whole different level of confidence and swagger.
That might be on my old TikTok.
Yeah, I have to ask, is there a fun story to go with it? You want to see it? Because I have
Yes.
it. All right, let's watch it. It's only 23 seconds. And here we
Oh,
There was a boy involved with that. I'm just saying. There's a look in those eyes. I know that.
It's called guitar.
I'm going to be honest with you. I was actually paying attention to what she was doing on the guitar. I didn't.
Yeah.
Wait, there was a guitar there?
No story with it. I just After the Party is another one of my like favorite like artists, and he's not really well known, but I listened to that song a ton. And I'm like, oh, this would sound so good with some guitar on it. So I just like set up a camera and I'm like, let's just see what I come up with, and that just kind of came out.
I particularly enjoyed the little hints of the artificial harmonics, the little pinch.
Yeah,
Little
yeah.
pinches. I heard that. Yeah, yeah.
Sprinkling.
And you're not all, with the pinch harmonics. You have varying levels of usage of it. You've got like ZZ Top, where it's just kind of, it's kind of dashed in there, and then you've got like fucking Zach Wild, where every other fucking note is.
Yes. Absolutely. Aww.
My 11-year-old just said, "Mom, she's so pretty."
So
True
sweet.
story. Facts.
Too
Smith says,
kind.
"I may have stalked all your shit."
I'm honored. I'm honored to be.
Do you name your guitars?
Some of them have names. I had a name for this, and I kind of forgot it because I wasn't using it as much. So they're just here.
That's why you got to name all your chickens Steve. That way-
Yeah. All of my chickens had names. I can still recall all of the names from like the chickens I had in middle school. But yeah.
I have to admit, I am not very well versed with Stramberg guitars. I know that, okay, maybe not necessarily the one that you're holding, but the one that you are endorsed is and I may be mispronouncing this, Biden Classic NX6 in Malta Blue.
Yes, that's this one, the Bowden Classic.
That is that one. Okay, it's the lighting. The lighting makes it look a bit grayer.
Yeah,
than
it's.
blue.
I have a ring light on, but it's like a
So,
Malta
and-
blue.
and
It's
I've
beautiful.
noticed where it says Stramberg right there at the fretboard.
Yes.
Is that common with all Stramberg guitars?
Yep, I have like, I think I have 4 other ones. I have like the 7-string. I've got their like Telecaster model, which is their Selin. I have 2 of the Fusions, and they all have that Stramberg logo right there.
Nice.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love them.
Now, I might sound like an idiot here, but Do they make basses? Because I'm a Warwick guy, but
Yeah, Warwicks are
I
great.
looked at their website or none of that.
Yeah, Stramberg.
Warwick or
No, Stramberg.
yes.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's why I'm nerding out. He's asking if I've checked out Strammer yet. No, I spent like an hour today reading about Strammer guitars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They're
he's a fucking
awesome.
dork like that.
yeah.
He'll be like, what kind of strings do you play? And I'm like, have you ever seen a ghost? We ask different questions.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, the difference is good. Yeah, they do make basses. I've heard their basses are insane. I don't know if this is right or not. Don't quote me on this, but I think they started making basses. I think, but they have a much wider category. But yeah, but they do make basses, and they look really cool.
Check one out. Now, have you ever seen a ghost?
I've never seen one, but I used to live in a apartment that every night I lived by myself, and every night at the same time I heard people like a person like walking at my steps, and I lived there by myself. There was no one else in that building. My parents owned the building, and they were renting it out to like someone else, but they were down below and they couldn't access the stairs. So every night at the same time I heard people running up my stairs, and like I'd look out and no one was there. So I think I've been in the house with one, but I've never actually seen one.
I'd start blasting. Pew, 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 pew.
So again, speaking to the differences between him and I'm a total I'm a total 100% non-believer. I don't buy into any of that, and that's his thing.
Everybody becomes a ghost eventually.
If you got unfinished business.
Yeah.
How about a UFO? What do you got on UFOs?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't like seen any UFOs personally, except like this one like lawn ornament UFO that my neighbor has in like their yard for Halloween. But
UFO.
I don't think that counts. Neither of those answers count.
I think they're cool. I remember I think my first like run-in with like UFO stuff was this episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog. Like, do you remember that show? That show used to freak the fuck out of me. That show made me so uncomfy, but I couldn't stop watching it because it was just like something about it was just like spine tingling and addictive. But yeah, I remember there's an episode I think like that, and I was like, what is that? Like, that's weird. But
yeah, back on that cartoon is a little horrific. The way they kind of drew it, it's a little weird.
Well, and like I read an article about it, and it was they made Courage the Cowardly Dog because like they made it through like a dog's eyes. So like this is how dogs see the world. Like everything's super scary and intimidating, which makes so much sense when you watch the episodes. It's mind blowing.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck do dogs dream about?
Yeah.
So completely.
So what kind of strings do you play?
Well, no,
I've
already. Yeah, I've already gone over that, and I'm not going to ask her what gauge of pick she uses. Right. I'm not going to ask that.
I'll show you. Do you want to know?
Yeah.
So when I'm not using the gravity picks I use for like recording a lot if I'm doing a lot of like shreddy stuff because they have like the triangular ones like that are like triangle like sharp. But I use the Jazz 3s for live shows.
Nice.
I love these. I'm constantly losing them though. I guess that's every guitar player.
What does your pedal board look like?
A mess, but besides a mess, it has a bunch of duct tape and gaff tape on it too because I wear big shoes and they always mess with the knobs. But starting on this side of on this side of the pedal board, I have my tuner pedal. I've got a wah, and then where does that go into? My soul food? I think that goes compressor, SP compressor. And then soul food, and then tube screamer, and then I have a delay pedal. I think it's TC Electronic that made it.
Okay.
I'm not sure. That might have been my old one, but a delay pedal, and then that's it. So I keep it pretty simple.
Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too crazy.
Yeah.
What are you using for your wah?
A Crybaby.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You got a
I've
good
been looking at
Crybaby.
those.
Huh?
I've been looking at those. I have a Bootsy Collins snarling dog right now, but I've been looking at the
Ooh.
Crybabies. There's a toss up between Crybaby or the Morley.
Mark Tremonti had an amazing sounding Crybaby.
Ooh.
Yes.
You can't go
I'm
wrong
a,
with those.
I'm a really big. Are you familiar with Mark Tremonti? Alter Bridge, Creed.
I know Creed, yeah.
Okay. He was their guitar player. Yeah, Mark Tremonti had a Crybaby that just it was amazing.
But do you know them with arms wide open? Samantha asks, I can see you on stage with Dorothy Black Sheep or Ellie King, X's and O's. If so,
Yes.
which of your songs would you do?
Dorothy's awesome. Oh gosh. If I was to like open for them or share a bill with them, I'd probably do like more of my newer songs, so like Sleeve and like The Misfit and the newer one that's coming out. Yeah, all the new stuff I would go towards because it's more rock, and maybe Out From Under too. I do Out From Under.
So, without asking for too many details, the newer one will that be played this Friday?
No, that one will not be played this Friday. But there is a new one. It's one of the other ones that I will be releasing on the album that will be played this Friday. We've never played it out before, so it's not like the new one that's like gonna be next, but it's one of the new ones that will be released after that. So I can't hold back. I gotta play it. Yes.
For those of you, I'm thinking we should play Sleeve. We keep discussing it. These people got to know what we're talking about. I can't imagine anybody has not heard this song, but let's go ahead and jam this out in
I concur.
3.
2.
You're a model of flawless design. I can't help but feel butterflies every time you are by. You make me wanna throw away my storyline and make a new one with you. I could be your new rescue. I know these feelings have been long overdue. Come out, go vote, wear it like your favorite clothes. Say you love me, everybody needs to know. Dress or see, baby, you're made for me. Take my heart and put it on your sleeve. Bitter, heartless, I've been cold and dead. Cut my heart off from my head, stuck in someone else's bed. Who's this? Told myself I'd never ever fall. I said life's too short to let them have it all right. Yeah. I know these feelings have been long overdue. Come out, go vote, wear it like your favorite clothes. Say you love me, everybody needs to know. Dress or see, baby, you're made for me. Take my heart and put it on your sleeve. I've been losing sleep, so just hold on until you sleep. I think we could be something, so my heart until you sleep. I've been losing sleep, so just hold on until you sleep. I think we could be something, so my heart until you sleep. Come out, go vote, wear it like your favorite clothes. Say you love me, everybody needs to know. Dress or see, baby, you're made for me. Take my heart and put it on your sleeve. Come out, go vote, wear it like your favorite clothes. Say you love me, everybody needs to know. Dress or see, baby, you're made for me. Take my heart and put it on your sleeve.
Yes.
Erin Coburn. Shit. God damn it.
You're close.
Now you got to tell the story.
Oh
How you
fuck!
picked that.
I was telling Jeremy off camera. I watched a movie recently It's a western. It's actually a recent remake of a western. I cannot, for the life of me, remember the name of the damn movie.
Must be a good movie.
It was a really really good movie. Anyhow, the main character, his name was Cockburn, and I was telling Jeremy, for the last week or so, I've been trying to remember your name. Your last name is Coburn, not fucking Cockburn.
Yeah. It happens. At least you're not adding an L, so people add L's all the time.
All right, so we got another question, but first I have a serious question.
Yes.
Bigfoot, interdimensional or just world famous hide and go seek champion?
I don't know. Maybe a bit of both. I don't know. Maybe he's just good at hide and seek, or maybe he's like really good at burying like digging holes that are so deep and like covering them up that people can't find them. Like maybe he's like at the core of the earth.
That's a 9-foot mole. That's a good.
It's a 9-foot mole.
I haven't heard that theory yet.
It just came out in this moment.
I'm gonna that by Stacy. See what he thinks. All right, Samantha. Would you like a slow dance and candlelight dinner date, or an arcade and fast food date? And yes, I suppose your guitar can count.
That's always a plus. Well, I don't like fast food. That's like when we go on tour, I'm like the worst person for that sometimes because I always have to find like tropical smoothie cafes and like get like I'm a health nut. Like I love health foods. I love making like green smoothies and making healthy dishes and, you know, collagen powders and whatnot and all that stuff. So I'd probably choose the first option. That sounds nice. Especially with the guitar.
I'm a bit of a health nut myself, as you can see.
Yeah.
That's how I have this beautiful physique of mine.
Yeah.
And by the way, I looked at the movie that I was watching. It's called True Grit.
True Grit.
That sounds familiar.
It's somewhat recent, within the last 5 to 7 years, probably. It's a John Wayne remake.
Right.
Yep. Good movie. Yep.
Check it out. True Grit, y'all.
Yep.
True Grit.
Yep.
True Grit.
Noted.
Tammy asks, who would you most like to collaborate with? And I'm going to add besides Korn.
Besides Korn, okay. I have a list. I'm just trying to think about who would be at the top of that. I know Gary Clark Jr. would definitely be one of the artists I would love to collaborate with. I love Gary. I think like his view of like just making music is so relatable because he just makes music. He doesn't try to be in a genre, which is awesome. So I think I'd like to collaborate with him because I think he'd be like really open-minded. Oh, also this is really different. I swear I think this hot chocolate has caffeine in it. But it's made from mushrooms. It's awesome. Not like the psychedelic kind, but like the health kind.
I've heard of that. What is it called?
It's not Mud. That's the other brand. This is like some knockoff brand, but it's okay. But I think it has caffeine in it. But this the other person that's like totally on the other end of the spectrum, like as far as like music goes, like you have Gary Clark Jr. and then you have Kenny Beats. Have you ever heard of Kenny Beats?
No, that one I don't know.
Oh my god. So Kenny's not like an artist. Well, he is an artist, but like he's more known for like he makes beats and like makes like songs for people to like rap over. But he recently did an album with this rock group called Idols over in like the UK, and it sounds amazing. And I would love to collaborate with him. I don't fangirl over many people, but if I met him, I would fangirl over him for a second because he's been a huge influence in my life as far as like I watch his Twitch streams and you know like the way he gives advice to people, but like doesn't like he's like I don't know. He's like the dad of the music community, but I would love to collaborate with him because he's just so down to earth and open minded, just like Gary Clark Jr. But different genres, I guess, in a way. Yeah.
Did you say that he is a Twitch streamer?
Yeah, he started, well, not recently, but he started streaming on Twitch during the pandemic because he couldn't, like most of us couldn't do shows and stuff, and like sessions. So yeah, he's huge. He has a massive Discord of just people that are musicians and artists and engineers and beat makers. It's really cool. Most of his fan base are like rap artists and like hip hop community. But I mean, I don't know. He touched my soul, and I do rock, so yeah.
Gotta check that out. Discord.
Yeah.
Rob, you can tell me about this later.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to explain Discord to Grandpa over here. I mean, Jeremy.
After that, you can teach me how to program my VCR.
Get your DVD player working again.
Yeah. What's a fucking TiVo? If you were a Disney princess, which one would you be?
If you were a Disney princess.
Correct.
Well, I want to flip the question. I'm not sure. What would you guys? Who would you choose? Who would you guys choose if you were Disney princesses?
There you go. There's a good one. Samantha, if you were a Disney princess, which one would you be? I think.
If I was a Disney princess, I would be Hagrid.
Okay.
Is that Disney?
No, it's not.
Oh.
Okay.
If I was a Disney princess, Boba Fett.
I like that one.
I'm not versed enough to. I couldn't name a Disney princess, to be honest with you. I'm not really a Disney dude.
I'm not either. I'm not a Disney dude either. Like I can't think of any of the names besides like the older ones, like maybe like Snow White, but I don't want to be Snow White, so I don't.
Right.
I don't know. Who's the girl that does the archery and she's Irish?
Oh yes, the redhead.
Yes, I would be her. I like her because I used to do archery in school. I was on the archery team, so I would, yeah. I don't know her name, but I would do that.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna bandwagon with you. Yeah, I yeah. From Brave, Tammy, thank you.
Yes, it's a good movie. It's a good movie.
That was a good movie.
Yes, another archer. Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Archery's awesome.
Actually, a archery instructor for the Girl Scouts.
Are you what? That's amazing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I run a recurve. What do you do? Compound or recurve?
I did compound. Yeah, we had these things called Genesis bows though that we did for competitions in archery, and they were like a mix between the two.
Between the chickens and the archery, she's pretty fucking badass. I know.
Thank you.
I'm nerding out.
You ever tried to shoot a fucking chicken with a bow and arrow? They're fast. They're faster than you look.
I've caught a few chickens, but with my hands though.
You choked a few chickens. All right, so.
My dad ran over our turkey with the bush hog one time, and because she was nesting and she shot out the side of it, and like her hole underneath of her wing was like torn open, and you could see like her muscle and stuff. And my mom was a vet tech, so she actually like sewed her up, and that turkey lived another 2 years. She snapped her neck in a fence, unfortunately though, because we had all of her sons were trying to mate with her at the same time, and she got caught in the fence, but she lived a good life. I think it froze. Did I go too far? We're frozen! That was a good note to freeze on. Thank you, Samantha. Oh, I'm the only one. Am I running this now? That sounds like my life. They are frozen. I think they disappeared. It's okay. We can hang out. We can hang out. They will be back. Okay, cool. Yeah, I grew up on a farm and we had a bunch of stories like that. Turkeys getting run over with bush hogs. We actually, we had bees. We raised bees as well. And I learned a lot about that, like when we raised bees. But there was another time my dad was getting ready, he was just peeking in to like check on them and stuff, and he accidentally dropped the lid, and I just see dad like running, like I feel like all of these stories have to do with like start with dad, but I just see him like running past the window, like taking his clothes off, like to get away from all the bees. But yeah, I feel like farm life is so interesting. Like you have so many opportunities to learn about so many new things, and yeah, it's great. I miss it. I miss farm life. We're actually getting chickens again this year, so I'm super excited. But yeah, if anyone has any like chicken questions or guitar questions, here to answer. I can hear you. Yay! I grew up on 200 acres. That's awesome. Heck yeah. 200 acres. That's wild. That's a lot of land. That's a lot. Did you have like any cows or anything? Raise everything and have some great fucked up stories too. That's farm life. Yes, I'm sure. Honey. I replaced sugar with honey. Yes. Sugar, ice, and tea. Bees are terrifying but amazingly cool creatures. Yes, I agree. I think they're much needed in today's world. But yeah, they are scary. I'm always like the person who's like, oh, save the bees. I love the bees. But then when the bee comes near me, I'm like, get away! My 15-year-old wants to know how hard was it to learn to play. It's hard as you make it. I made it really difficult when I was like growing up. Because I hated practicing and I did not want to listen to my teacher at all, because all I wanted to do was write my own riffs and like, just explore by myself, like on the guitar. So that made it a lot harder learning. But when I found the right teacher, like when you find the right teacher that like the right guitar teacher, it takes like everything to like a whole new level, and it makes learning and, the whole instrument just incredible. So, it's easy when you learn from the right things and, connect with the people that you're learning from. Farm life, #farm life, the best. Agreed. Sing it. Thank you. Do you know that song, Tammy? Sugar, ice, and tea. That's a good song. I like that song. Cows, horses, dogs, cats, goats, sheep, pigs, chickens, turkeys, ducks, geese. We did it all. Even emus. Oh my gosh. We considered emus, but they just seemed really scary. That's crazy. Did they ever, like, well, I follow some accounts on TikTok of, like, these people have, like, emus, and, like, the one emu is, like, super mean, like, really, really mean. Were your emus nice, or, like, I don't know, like, are they like certain, like, birds? Like, we had guinea fowl, and we raised them from babies, but they were still super skittish, like, when they were, like, adults, like, even though we hand raised them, and, all of that. So I'm just curious, like, are emus like that, where even if you hand raise them, like, they're gonna grow up and be mean? I don't know. You're doing a good job of running OTR. I'm trying. I do live streams on my Facebook page every other week on Wednesdays, and so I love, being able to connect and talk to people, because when I'm not on the road, I'm in my studio, and, like, as you can see, there's no one in here except my guitar, so I don't talk to people a lot. Besides like being on tour, but that's like a different kind of interaction, because, we had to like load out and be quick, and, it's a lot of like, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the show, and, it's nice though when you can connect with people like in person too. But yeah, so this is like awesome to be able to talk to people. Love your song, Call Me the Villain. Thank you so much. That was a blast. That was a blast making. You can learn so much from living with and raising animals. Absolutely. I feel like, especially when you're young, like, you learn a lot about death. Like, when you live on a farm, like, there was always something dying. Like, it's not, like, all, like, rainbows and all that. But, yeah. Anyway, that got dark. They are turkeys on steroids. Okay, well, turkeys can be sweet. We had this one turkey named Greg, and we thought that she was a guy when she was little, because she had a little beard. But apparently the females can get beards, too. And so we took like her name and just kept it. So her name was Greg, but she was so sweet. Like, I remember like before she'd go to bed, like, I would, put her on the roost, and I would just like pet her bald head and, play with her snood. It was relaxing to me, and like she would fall asleep to it. Oh my God, I'm getting tears. She was great. I miss my turkeys. So, hi!
Hi, Erin.
How are you?
I am good. So we haven't met yet, but I'm Jade. I was actually watching in the chat, and I actually couldn't
Yes.
be there in studio, so it's nice to
Oh.
actually finally meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I saw that the guys' I think internet might have dropped, so I thought I'd
Oh.
hop in and yeah. So I'm
Sounds
here.
good.
Hi.
Hi. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, no, I'm so excited to see you on Friday. Like my kids have become such a huge fan of yours
Aw.
that they're listening to your TikToks. It's insane.
That's so sweet. Well, I'm glad they like it.
No,
That's
absolutely.
awesome.
So I was not prepared to hop on because I literally just got off of work.
Oh my god, no,
But
you're good.
if I'm echoing, let me know.
Nope, not at all. It sounds good. It sounds good in my ears, so
Hey, this is great. Then I am good.
beautiful.
But I am so sorry. I guess their internet must have dropped where they're at. So
It happens.
I literally just got off work at like 8:30. So
Oh
or
my
else I would
gosh.
have actually closer to 9. But
No, it's
I would
cool.
have been there, so I could have like met you in the beginning. So.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, I'm glad you're here now. I mean, yeah, it happens. Our internet's always dropping because we live in the middle of the woods. So
Oh
yes.
yeah, no, that's where our studio is. It's out in Bumfuck, Egypt, like
yes,
way out there. So we
I
totally
love
get
that.
it. But
I love that.
I will say the guys have been so excited to have you on. Like they haven't shut up talking about it. And so I was like, dude, this is going to be great. Like you guys,
Yes.
like we're all huge fans already. So one thing
I'm a fan too.
Yay!
Yes.
Exactly. So the one thing I did want to ask is that you have a special guest with you, which is Bambi Lamb.
Yes.
So how is it working with her?
I've actually never ever met Bambi Lamb. So
Really?
Colin, the guy that puts this together, his name's Colin. He put the whole show together. So like, because I'm not from the area, so I don't know like anyone down here. Or down there, but yeah, so it'll be my first time meeting her. But I'm super excited. I've heard lots of good things, and I'm really excited to catch her show.
That is awesome. I'm super
Yes.
excited. So we
Yes.
do have one question in the chat. Tammy
Yes.
wants to know, your house is on fire, but no one is inside. What items would you save?
Does that include dogs? Like dogs are outside of the house, right? Like you think?
I'm going to say exclude the dogs. Animals are a given. Any pets or anything, that's a given. They've got to go with you. So outside of animals and people.
I would say my guitar, but if I only had to save one thing, what items? Okay, so obviously guitar, and then I would go for my hard drives because that has all of I have over 300 songs that are on those hard drives, and like they're all like I have multiple hard drives, but they're all in one place. So if the house is burning down, then I'm screwed. So yes,
Yeah.
I would save those.
Okay, what about a close second?
A close
Or
second to that.
technically third, I
Third.
guess. Since you said with cars.
That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, everything. I mean, like I think I'd save my like DSP microphone. I have this microphone. It's like one of my favorite mics. It's right here. I'm not using it tonight because my Pro Tools wasn't working. But this is the coolest mic ever. So this microphone, when I turn it on, it's not Shure. It's from this brand called Townsend Labs. It's called the Townsend Labs Sphere LS22, and they, I think, Universal Audio just bought them, which is huge because that's a big company and they really believe what they're doing. But they, this microphone, it lights up like when you like turn it on. But the coolest thing about it is that you can record you can choose like a mic. Any mic that you want through this little like list, click it, and then it models that microphone after and then after you record your vocals, you can go back in and you can like change the mic if you didn't like that mic, or change the proximity, or change all kinds of stuff. It's so awesome. It's so cool. So yeah, I'd probably say this.
That's a good choice. I think that's a great choice.
Yes.
I don't know. I think I would probably say my computer.
Oh
because
yeah.
Everything off the record is on it. So
Yeah. It's crazy how
I need
much.
to back that up.
It's crazy how much of our like lives are like on like, or like even our ideas and stuff, and like all the things that are important to us are not even like you can't hold it in your hand. It's crazy.
It is. It's insane. Like
Yes.
I'm actually a trainer at an insurance company, And
Oh.
it's so funny that I have a new hire class that actually just started today, and they're like, so how much am I going to like need to keep on a computer? I'm like, everything,
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
So it's definitely a thing. I have a
Mhm.
really shitty camera, by the way.
No,
I
it's
just feel like
good. You got like
feel
the
like there's a
whole
lag.
you have like the whole blur thing going on in the background. Like that's fancy.
Oh, I do. I didn't even know that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, I didn't realize that. So you just said something.
Yes.
So let's see. We have Tammy. She says, "Hi, Jade. Hi, Tammy." Pat says, "Hey, Jade. Hi, Pat." Off the record, I'm assuming that's one of the guys. So Jade, Tammy says she kept the chats going. She rocks. Of course she does. Have you heard? She also said just a little Jade, but it's all good.
Oh.
Can our chats from the studio be seen? Yes. Jeremy lives in the woods. That makes
Which
sense.
is a great place to live.
He was doing an awesome job with the podcast. See, we just need to rename it. It's now called, Off the Record with Erin. Like,
Yeah.
I think we should bow out gracefully and just hand over ownership. I think
I've got you.
I think you
No.
can do a better job than we do.
No.
We have Kelly. She says, "Hey,"
Hi Kelly, how are you? Good to see you.
and Sam says, "Sup, Jake? Sup, Samantha? What's up?" All right, so we still haven't done the. I don't actually have it up. I need to check. Oh, hashtag Erin Coburn, because
Yes.
you know you want to be there. You want to win tickets to the Warrior, because have you not just seen all her videos? Have you not seen her first play? Like, come on, guys, come on! I want to see it. Hashtag Erin Coburn. Hype her up and be there for Friday.
It's gonna be awesome.
That's going to be an amazing show. I'm so excited. Okay, so is there another one? I think that was all the videos that he actually had from what I can see. But girl, I am a huge fan.
Thank you.
I really am, and I know I missed the beginning because I was just getting off work. But how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 21.
What?
Yeah. I turned 21. I turned 21 in June.
What am I doing with my life?
No.
I heard your story. You were like, yeah, I picked up a guitar at 2, took lessons at 7, got my first paying gig at 12, and I'm like, I was eating ants or something when I was 12. Like,
I was doing that too.
well, I mean, I don't feel as bad anymore, but I feel really old now.
No.
So Tammy actually posted in the chats about Friday or Monday tonight, so you can win tickets for the show at Warrior on the River.
Woo woo.
Samantha said, "Erin, you gotta hit me up sometime for farm and chicken chats. I can do this all
Yes.
day."
I'm down. Me too.
I think you got a bestie.
I like it. That's awesome.
Off the
Always
Erin-
down for chicken chats.
Eric, no, hashtag Erin Coburn. That's what I said, Erin Coburn.
They did it
Did
in
it sound
Eric.
like I said Eric?
No, someone said off the record. The guy said hashtag Eric Coburn. I actually there was a venue in I think Nashville or maybe it was Knoxville that had my name as Eric Coburn on like all of the things, and like people were like, "Who's this Eric Coburn?" Yeah, it was really funny, and like I showed my fans like on like my page. I was like, "Yeah, Eric Coburn's playing here tonight, but not Erin." So and everyone made a bunch of jokes about it. So there's actually a joke about Eric Coburn going around. So that could be the new hashtag.
That's hilarious. So I bet you a lot of people were shocked when you got on stage and picked up the guitar. Right?
Yeah, they're like Eric. Yeah.
So way different than I thought you would.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, that's cool.
So it's funny because me and the guys on the podcast, we have an inside joke that I'm still learning to be a boy because we actually got a shout out from the In Flames drummer, and he was like, "Hey, this is a shout out." You can see my dogs behind me. Sorry.
I love dogs.
Oh, mine are spoiled rotten messes. But he was just like, "Hey, make sure you check out Off the Record. Check out my boys, Jeremy, Rob, and Jade." And it's like he processed like, "Oh, that's a chick. That wasn't a dude." So I was like, "Well, I guess I'm a dude now." So I'm still learning how to, be a dude, but I'm working on it. It's work in progress. So I get
One
the
of the
whole
dudes.
Eric thing.
There you go. There you go. Part of the club.
Part of the club. Part of the club.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So it says, I will be there. You may have to sign something of mine. LOL.
Yeah. I wonder.
I think you're gonna have a line. It's gonna
Yes.
be,
It'll be a record. I'm honored.
Hey, I think we need to make this happen. I'm sure I can find a few other females.
Yes.
Jeremy says, hashtag fuck Doug. That's right. Fuck Doug. Fuck
What?
Doug. So
I missed something.
Yeah, so Jeremy had actually planned a podcast with a local band to come on, and it was a really badass local band, and they were like, hey, yeah, we can come on this time, and the internet goes down. And Jeremy's like, hey, I need this like up and going today because they're coming on today. And so he gets on the phone with the internet guy, and the guy was like, yeah, I can have somebody out there tomorrow morning. And he's like, no, today.
Yeah.
And Jeremy's like, what's your name? And he's like, Doug. So fuck Doug, because we had to push back the podcast episodes. Now it's this whole thing. So we always say hashtag fuck Doug.
Yes.
It's his fault. Anytime.
Hashtag fuck Doug.
There we go.
All right.
He says it looks like the internet is down at the studio.
Aw.
Okay. I got her. We're good.
We're good here. But thank you guys. It was awesome.
Tammy says, can't wait to meet you Friday.
I'm excited. Me too.
David says, Erin is the best. Hashtag Warrior Princess.
Thank you, David. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in.
Why is it when he did that hashtag, I totally saw the Xena outfit? Like, can we make that a thing?
I can see that. Yeah.
Like, totally worn, like you donning the Xena Warrior Princess with guitar. Dude, that'd be cool.
I'm always looking for more outfits, more outfit inspo too.
I could totally see you as a Gabrielle though. I don't know if you've ever seen the TV show, but I could see you as Xena's I'm sorry, but Xena did not need the spotlight in that show. It was totally Gabrielle.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Tammy said, my internet went down also. I'm on my cell phone now. Man.
Oh my goodness. Everything's going out.
Right.
Some wood.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We had a recent mistake on a flyer for Thunder the Snake. On the flyer, they were advertised as the Thunder Snake, not Thunder. It happened.
That's actually awesome. I think that's awesome.
Right?
That's a cool name. Well, both are cool names.
Right.
Yes.
Tammy says, let's do it. So it looks like you're signing a bunch of boobs.
I'm down. I'm 1000%. Let's do it. I'm ready.
David said, Erin, I so wish I could be there.
Me too. Me too. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Says, zero internet. Boo. I don't have the cool buttons to push like he does.
We can make the sounds ourselves.
Wah, wah, wah.
There we go. I don't know what mine was.
Samantha says, Erin Guitar Warrior Princess needs to be a thing. I agree with that.
That would be cool.
I completely agree with this. See, David even says, Gabrielle for the win.
Nice.
I think this needs to be a thing. You have a new costume for on stage.
Yes. I'm making notes.
Tammy says, my chest/boobs are tatted, but I'll find you a spot.
We can fit.
We'll find it. We'll find it somewhere. We got it.
Yes.
It's going to happen.
I think the woman that I that I assigned her boobs the first time I went to the Warrior, or the last time I went to the Warrior, I think she was definitely drunk, but she goes, I'm gonna get this tattooed on me. So maybe there's I don't know. But
if you sign, pick a spot, I'll tattoo it on me.
Deal. I'm honored. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I've only had one other person that I know of, one other fan that got a tattoo of my song "The Misfit" on their arm, and it's pretty big. They said, "Give me the artwork, and I want to take this to my tattooers," and it blew my mind because I'm this is just it's crazy. I still geek about it, so I'm geeking about it.
So you've had fans tattoo your art, and that is in my opinion, I think that's when you really made it.
Yes. No, I thought they were joking. I was like, oh, like that's so funny. Like, and they were like, no, I went. I'm like, whoa, okay, let's do it. Just,
Like, oh yeah, you're
yeah.
not kidding. Okay.
It's a huge compliment.
We can find a place. I'll totally
Yes. Do you have a lot of tattoos?
do it. Not like sleeves, but yeah,
Yeah.
I have 17 total.
Yes, that's awesome.
So
Oh my gosh,
we could
I love.
totally.
What's your favorite?
Probably my back piece that I just got.
Ooh.
It's what the clawing is for the Irish, the hands with the heart with the crown.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? It's
Yes.
that, except instead of a heart, it's a real heart with the bells
Oh,
and everything.
that's
And then
epic.
I got the outline done 7 years ago, and I finally went back in June and had it finished up. So he did like a lot of touch ups. So it's been a
Whoa.
7-year tattoo in the making, just because I never went back to get it done.
Oh my gosh, did you go to the same person to get it?
Mhm.
Like, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That is
I
so
refuse
cool.
to let other tattoo artists tattoo over me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool. Like I sat there for 6 hours, I think. It was about a 6 or 7 hour session. This is what it ended up looking like. I don't know if you could see it.
Whoa. Okay, the detail is so cool.
Yeah, he did a
That's
really
awesome.
good job.
That
He did a
is
really
so
good job.
cool.
So I am totally down. You can pick a spot, sign it, and I will go to him and be like, "Here you go."
Deal. That's awesome. Yes. Oh my gosh.
I will put it on video and send it to you too.
Please do. I will post that. Oh my gosh, that's
Oh,
crazy.
absolutely.
That's
I got you.
crazy.
I got you.
So cool.
There is we have chats. We have chats. David, he says, I have been following Erin for quite a while now.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
David's awesome. Yes.
So is that like #1 fan or?
I mean, I think David's definitely one of them. I see him a lot, and especially like in all of like the chats and everything. Yeah, he's awesome.
That is awesome.
Yes.
That
yes.
is cool. Samantha said, Tammy, we need to take Erin shopping for this outfit. Oh,
Heck
she
yeah.
says, Goodwill for the win again.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, Samantha, I'm a good shopper. So I will say Tammy is a really good shopper.
I'm taking your word for it. That'd be awesome. I shop at Goodwill most of the time, but yeah, that's awesome.
You find a lot of really cool shit there.
My favorite pants I own, I call them my grandpa pants because I'm almost positive they were from like the 80s and like an old man wore them, but I love them. Like they're like the super dingy gray like just work pant, but oh my gosh. But those are like I do have some expensive pieces in my closet that I like saved up for because I'm like I'm gonna get that. But I wear these grandpa pants more than anything.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And it's so one thing that you said earlier that made me go, she really did that, was you wore dresses and heels on stage. How'd you not break your neck?
I did that one. Oh, well, I didn't, but I almost did that one time. So I don't know. I wore them for a while though. It was like 4 or 5 years of me wearing them, and I only fell once. So I don't know, but I can't do that shit anymore. I look at it, I'm like, nope. I would rather stage dive and like I do like jumps off the kick drums and stuff like that. I'd rather be able to run around on stage than like stand there with heels because like I do know some like performers that can do it like run in heels, but I'd break my shit.
I'm with you when it comes to like I'm a boots kind of girl. I can't even remember the last time I ever wore a dress.
Boots are the best.
Oh God, and they're so comfortable.
Yes.
Like, okay.
Agreed.
Favorite brand of boots?
Demonia. Have you heard of Demonia?
Boys, I have.
Yes. I love
that's up there.
Big chunky boots, man. Yeah. Oh, do we have a?
Oh, are we back? Guys?
Possibly. 80s are grandpa. Oh, I mean like someone who was a grandpa in the 80s. Like not like a grandpa now and was from the 80s, but like someone who was a grandpa in the 80s. Like I think those pants were that. If that makes sense.
Okay. That makes sense.
I'm just trying to clarify.
You're back.
Welcome back.
Thanks. I'm actually hotspotting off my phone. So if this sucks, my bad.
It's actually not bad.
It's not.
So hashtag however the fuck kids do it these
Fuck
days.
God.
Fuck.
Fuck God.
God. Damn it. Oh,
You,
mouse
it's
click.
actually a lot more clear from your hotspot.
It is.
So that fucking figures.
It is. Yeah. There looks good. The
Right?
gang's all here. I feel like we're like Scooby Doo. We're about to go like find some ghosts or non-ghosts, or
Hey,
break
see
down
what you
some
did
doors and shit. I don't know.
I see what you did there.
So
How the hell you got a Bigfoot? Don't believe in ghosts.
we have been trying to give away some tickets.
See, and
We
I don't
have.
even. Let me see. Well, I need to find the cursor again. I got 3 big ass monitors over here. So go to StreamYard giveaway tool. See if that comes up.
You know what's really funny is if you look down there at the bottom of StreamYard, it says having issues question mark.
Yeah, that's if the internet's working.
That's it. The other working.
Touche.
Um,
What would be your most favorite thing about touring?
Besides the shows and meeting people that like I've known from like Facebook or like seen from social media in real life,
Mhm.
I'd say the food. Like because we don't get to see like when you're on tour, you see the hotel, and then you see the stage, and you see the green room, and that's it. But like when we have time, like for lunch at least, I like try to scope out like healthy like smoothie shops or like just like little cafes and things like that.
Yeah.
And that's the adventure we get on the road. But we make the best of it and we make the most of it. So yeah, the food.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I can totally see that, especially with traveling. Like you have all different types of, I guess variations of food.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
oh, and they're gone.
Oh.
And they're gone. Like, so I'm from North Carolina, so I am very big about, North Carolina barbecue is the best barbecue because
Yes.
it's vinegar based.
Yeah, I love vinegar. I
And
drink it.
Oh God. And it's like the Texas, like me and my coworkers get into it all the time about which one's better. And I actually went to Cincinnati in 2019 to train for my company, and I had
Oh.
Skyline. I'm sorry, but I was not. That was.
You're not offending me.
Okay,
You're not
good.
offending me. Nope. Skyline is disgusting. I don't like. Nah. Everyone's like, you're from Cincinnati. Like you have to like it. Like you're obligated. But I'm like, nope. It's nasty. I don't know what's in it. I don't even know what's in it. It's gross.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
Do not
what was
recommend.
Skyline.
What is
Skyline?
Skyline?
It's like what Cincinnati is known for is Skyline chili, but I wish it was not known for Skyline
Oh,
chili.
Is that the chili with the spaghetti noodles?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have
Which
that. They have that way.
I think that's a good concept. It's not that I have a problem with. It's just like the taste of that specific dish at that restaurant is icky. Like I could make it at home and it would probably taste really good, but like that,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it's really gross.
it's bad.
One of my new hires, the supervisor that I was training with my new hire class was like, "Oh, we're going to Skyline. You're gonna love Skyline." And I'm like, "Yay, can't wait. I love a good chili dog. Sure, I'm all here for it." And we go. I took a bite and about spit it right back out on my plate. I made myself eat it, like that one bite, and I didn't
Yeah.
touch it. So I go back into work the next day, and my new hire's like, "Oh, what'd you think about Skyline?" And I went, "It was the most disgusting shit I ever had in my life. It tasted like dog food. Like, what the fuck is that? That's not real chili."
Yeah.
And then she looks at me and goes, "My husband's manager at Skyline." And I went,
Oh,
Oopsies.
it was so bad. It was so bad.
Oh my gosh.
I'm glad I didn't offend you with that.
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, I always feel like I'm gonna offend like a lot of my fans are from Cincinnati because I'm from Cincinnati, and I'm like, I'm always like hesitant to like answer that question, but like, it's not my thing. It's not my thing. It's icky.
Yeah. That was like the number one thing everybody asked me about. Have you tried Skyline yet? And I'm like, please don't even mention that around me because I taste it when you say it. Like, I don't. It's bad.
Yeah. Don't recommend. There's so many great restaurants in Cincy. Don't go to Skyline. Yes.
I agree with that. What was that, City Barbecue?
City barbecue's good. Yeah.
I like City Barbecue. That was pretty
Yeah.
good.
One of the best barbecues I've ever had is in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Ooh.
Is that one of the places I play in? It is. Oh, they knock it out of the park. Buddy Caps is the guy that owns it, but their barbecue is whoo on another
So-
level.
On the topic of barbecue, this Friday when you get to the Warrior at the River, their
Yes.
summer smokehouse, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend to try their pulled pork.
All right, I don't eat pork, but I will. If they have chicken, I will absolutely.
They do?
Absolutely dive into
They
it.
do?
I'm there.
Their
I'm
fried
there.
shrimp is really good too. Like, I don't think there's anything on their menu that's not good. So I
What's
highly
it-
recommend you try it.
What's it called again?
Summer Smokehouse. It's in the venue that you're going to be playing.
Oh, it's in the venue. I think I did see that last time. Okay,
It is
Summer
really good.
Smokehouse. Noted.
It is really good.
We'll give it a try.
You only eat chicken?
No, I just don't eat pork. We used to have pigs on the farm, and I used to eat
Yep.
pork, but ever since having them, like when you look, like pigs have like human eyes. Like I swear, like they look like humans, and they're super smart. Like these, like people think pigs are stupid and dirty, but pigs are actually extremely smart and extremely clean, like way more than dogs. You know, and like. So, like, I don't know. I can't eat pork anymore because I think of, like, my pigs, which also reminds me of humans, and then I feel like I'm, like, eating humans, and that just doesn't sit right. So, yeah, I don't eat pork anymore. I think pigs are people.
Aw.
But you also had chickens, but you'll still tear up.
I know. It's terrible. I know. I see that, yeah. But I like to do, I do bodybuilding, and I do, like, powerlifting and stuff, so I have to have some source of protein, and vegetarian did not work for me, so... Yeah, I have to make my sacrifices. Chickens, yeah.
It is. I hear you. I eat a lot of chicken too. I get it.
Yeah, it's good.
Rest in peace, Steve. Rest in peace, Steve.
I had a damn good chicken salad today.
Congratulations.
Yeah, from Nukes.
That was awesome. Oh my gosh.
It looks like Samantha's dipping out of the chats. No more heavy questions from her.
Oh,
Oh, bye Samantha. Thank you.
She says, "You have been great. Thank you so much for joining the show today. Can't wait to see you play live." Yes, she will be there.
Yes. See you there. Heck yeah.
Yes, we will all be there. It's gonna be great.
I'm excited.
Yes.
My oldest was like, "Mom, can I go with you?" I said, "Duh."
That's one breed of chicken that I do know.
KFC,
KFC.
because you can't fuck a chick. Is that what that stands for?
It is.
I'm not chicken savvy. That's why you call Steve. It's a good non-binary name, Steve.
We'll go with that.
All right. Erin's probably like, "What the fuck is going on?"
No, you're good.
I think you just killed Rob.
Sorry, buddy. I got one button that will kill Jade too.
That's awesome.
Now that both my co-hosts are dead, we are finally alone. How you doing?
Howdy.
Are you ready to hit the road tomorrow? You probably got a lot of shit to do tonight, don't you?
Yeah, I gotta get packing from the van.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up.
Erin, thank you so much for
Yes,
coming on to the
thank
show.
Thank you.
It's been wonderful. Congratulations on everything that you've accomplished and everything that you're doing. You are fucking going somewhere.
Thank you. I appreciate it. This has been super, super fun. Thank you so much for a wonderful night.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Thank you for coming on.
Now,
Thank
so when my internet died, I had to restart the computer, which restarted the count on the hashtag Erin Coburn in comments to win 2 tickets to
That's
Erin
right.
Coburn Warrior on the River, Friday, November 18th. So I am just going to declare Robert Knowles as the winner.
Cool. I'll let that know.
Congrats,
He was,
Dad.
he was the first one that entered, and I think there was a couple people afterwards. I don't know. We were having problems. Fuck Doug.
Yep.
That part.
That's where I'm at with that. But let's, instead of an outro, let's do one of Erin's songs. Erin, you want to do Sleeve again? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm down
Sleeve?
for that.
Sleeve or Digging You Heavy?
Let's do sleeve. Let's do sleeve.
Alrighty. Sleeve, Erin Coburn, and good night to everybody. Erin, see you Friday.
See you Friday. Bye.
You're a model of flawless design. I can't help but feel butterflies every time you are by. You make me wanna throw away my storyline and make a new one with you. I could be a new rescue. I know these feelings have been long overdue. Come out, go both, wear me like your favorite clothes. Say you love me, everybody needs to know. Dress or see, baby, you're made for me. Take my heart and put it on your sleeve. Bitter, heartless, I've been cold and dead. Cut my heart off from my head, stuck in someone else's bed. Who's this? Told myself I'd never ever fall. I said life's too short to let them have it all right. Yeah. I know these feelings have been long overdue. Come out, go, wear me like